Okay.
Yep, it's gonna be live.
All right.
Hey everyone. Thanks for sticking around till the very end to meet us. So my name's Alyssa. You haven't seen my face before. I've just been behind the scenes, but you might have seen my name. I've been sending you guys emails. Sorry about that. Sorry for the spam. I'm one of the co-founders of Com Collective. So I'm in charge of outreach and marketing, hence why I've been sending you emails. And we thought you might just want to get to know who we are behind the scenes, why we're even doing this, and why we started. So, and if you have any questions for us, please go ahead and ask away. This is super informal. Yeah, so Luqman, why don't you introduce yourself? You briefly popped up, if anyone caught in the very first session, which was really, really funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, let everyone know who you are, what you do for the team.
Okay.
And live,
Hi.
if you want to.
Right. Hi. Yeah, sure. What are you doing live? So hi, I'm Luqman. I'm a UX designer by trade. And my spare time, I like to do a lot of other design stuff as well, like graphic design and everything. So, well, I joined Sabrina and Alyssa in Calm Collective as the designer, naturally. And also because I have a passion to do it's to help out the mental health space. So just taking an opportunity. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Sab,
Sabrina.
for anyone who
Okay.
hasn't actually heard your background, who are you?
I am still figuring out I'm still trying to figure out who I am.
Everyone should know who you are.
No. I'm Sabrina. So in the day, I work with brands, mostly e-commerce brands, and I help them with improving their digital customer experience. I also DJ on the side. I used to do that for like kind of full-time for a while. And then, yeah, I pretty much convinced Alyssa and Luqman to start the Calm Collective. And yeah, and Alyssa actually came up with the name Calm Collective. It was amusing. I really liked the
Team effort.
idea. It was team chat. Yeah, we had some like brainstorming and like bouncing up ideas. And I think today's session is really to, just have an informal chat. And, for those of you who have like really just stayed all the way, we're super, super grateful for that. You're going to go into my gratitude journal today. And
Yeah. So for everyone who doesn't know, we actually just started Com Collective during the circuit breaker period. So that's like just a little over a month now. And we just came up. I haven't even been keeping track of how long we've been in lockdown. Yeah. So Sab, could you explain like what's the reason behind and starting it?
Yeah, sure. Actually, wait, Alyssa, you haven't shared about yourself yet.
Oh, okay. So my day job, I do content marketing for a real estate firm. I do marketing and outreach for Com Collective, and I know Sab for quite a few years now. I'll share a little bit more about our connection later on.
Sure. So why was Com Collective founded? One of the big reasons, honestly, was because, at least for me, and I think Alyssa as well, it's been on my mind to, do something for the mental health community, specifically for Asia, because it's a really big topic that I think is under addressed. And within our culture, we have like a big face culture, and it's hard to even bring up the topic of mental health. So when I was going through my own journey, I've been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, which means I have depression, anxiety, all of that kind of mixed in together. But back then I only knew, okay, there's kind of like anxiety, I guess, and depression, and I'm not sure how that looks like. And back then when I was like trying to get help, it was really hard to convince like my family or even my friends that there's something wrong. I found myself going through days and nights where I was just not functioning properly or not normally, and I knew that there was something wrong with me. And it took a long time, I think like 5-6 years, before I'm finally like comfortable and open about about addressing these issues, and I finally found myself in a place where I'm comfortable and confident enough to manage my own mental health needs, right? So yeah, so that was one of the big insights that I had from my own journey. And in creating Calm Collective, the idea was really to create a platform for people to learn about mental health. Obviously, like the whole raising awareness part of it is still important, but I think by now we know that it is kind of. But I think more importantly, we wanted to share like actionable strategies and practical advice as to how to better manage our own mental health and well-being.
Yeah, so I think we really have that in common, and one of the biggest reasons why we're doing this is, right, we're all passionate about mental health for some reason or another. For myself, my experience with mental health is I've actually lost someone. I lost my husband to suicide almost 3 years ago, and he suffered with bipolar 2 disorder as well. And I guess the journey with mental health is threefold. The first one being I watched my loved one really go through mental health, but with the struggle of the stigma. And he was someone who really didn't want to acknowledge that he had it, because he had been brought up in this Asian culture where we don't talk about it. It's a weakness and you don't want to admit weakness. And so he really didn't want to seek help. And I was probably the only person who knew about it. And the second bit was, well, as someone who took on that caregiver role, it's a lot to take on. And in hindsight, I shouldn't have tried to take it on by myself. And I wish I had the resources as a caregiver to actually know how to help someone, how to help a loved one go through mental illness. And I know a lot of people face that as well. And the third one is in going through grief. I had to go through my own mental health journey in grief. I don't have a mental health diagnosis, but grief, losing someone to suicide is really, really difficult. And a lot of the actionable strategies that were shared today do apply as well to getting through grief. And yeah, so I may not be able to change anything in the past, but you know, I don't want anyone else to go through what I've gone through and what my late husband went through as well. Yeah, it's a little bit heavy topic, but Luqman, maybe you could share as well what makes you really passionate about mental health.
Mm-hmm. All right. So for me, I don't have like a tragic backstory or anything, but well, when I was in school, my mom suffered. Well, my mom actually suffered through depression. So back then, when in school, during my last few years, there was a peak. And then at the same time when I was going to school, I was also taking on the role as a caregiver because, well, there were some issues within the family itself. So it was a lot for me to juggle and balance. So seeing my mother deteriorate throughout the years actually like impact me a lot, and it helped me build my character as well. But thankfully we did realize it quite early, and then she went for therapy and everything early on. So it's been years, and I think she's been much better now. So yeah, and anytime there's anything to do with like mental health or anything, it strikes a chord in me because I have to go through that. Like, and I have to go through seeing someone suffer through it, and also at the same time being there for that person. And yeah, she's my mom, so it's very dear to me. So yeah, yeah, that's
really great to hear.
Essentially my backstory there.
Yeah, and I think one important thing is you can be passionate about mental health without having gone through it as necessarily, right? And mental health is something that anyone can go through and cultivate.
You don't have to.
Yeah. So we've been through a lot of great talks today. Maybe Sabrina, what are some of your takeaways that you'll?
Wow. I guess I guess because it's like the most recent one. I think I just came out of Moses's talk, reflecting on, what this whole COVID or this pandemic means for me. I found the questions section quite interesting because I took the chance to, I guess, reflect on what the future means for me, what today means as well, and on my end, I feel both like, I feel a bit nervous about the uncertain future, but at the same time, I also recognize the exciting opportunities that, this environment might have for us. Besides that, I don't know, it was really good to just sit through all the sessions, from Amanda's like sound healing and meditation session to Jamie's sharing of, her own personal journey in journaling, and it was also really fun having the chat with Jolene about managing relationships, because I mean it obviously struck a chord. I'm also looking for answers, so it's good. It's been a good day for me.
Yeah, I think one thing I took away is that there is a common thread through all of this, and if you'll hear when we ask everyone their coping strategies, right, there's something similar, which is like self-reflection and meditation.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that's so important. So if there's like one easy way to help yourself mentally, it's probably like meditation or self-reflection and just really introspection, going into yourself. How about you, Luqman? What was one of the key takeaways you've gotten?
Well, there was a lot actually. I
Just
think
name one
every
for
single
time.
session has its own. Yeah, I wasn't there on the first one because I was like at the background, like trying to make things happen, run.
Yeah.
But for I think for me, what I really liked was Jamie's and Jolene's section. There were some really good points on there that really resonates with me. Of course, I'm also like doing this, I'm also adapting to this current situation. And I never thought like journaling itself could be like really a big thing. And I knew it could be a thing, but never really a big thing. But I think Jamie's talk really convinced me in the power of it and how about our gratitude, right? And then just being gracious about things, about anything. Yeah, just let people know. And also, that's a big one for me.
Great, thanks for sharing. So question for you, Sab, is what's next for Calm Collective?
I think this is a conversation that we had yesterday, 2 days ago. So I mean, in the short term, we are planning more sessions. They're not going to be in this in the format that we had today, like back to back pack sessions, but we are going to be having more talks. So we will be releasing information on that. But when you're asking about longer term aspirations, I think the vision that we have is really about bringing about better mental health in Asia through the sharing of strategies and taking a very practical, actionable slant or approach to it. So we don't have a very clear vision yet, but we are definitely going to be developing the content and community surrounding Calm Collective and mental health.
Okay. That's one of the questions that just came in anyway.
Oh, sure,
I think it's also just sparking conversation about mental health, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of resources there, and mental health is such a broad topic, and there's so many different aspects to it. We don't want to just do one event and then there's so many other aspects to it that are not covered. So we are going to look into some sessions that are quite specific, that will deal with and delve into different topics. And we'd actually like to hear from you. If you could write to us in the chat, you just type for all panelists and let us know what would you like to hear in the future. And we could start planning that in the next few weeks or months.
Yeah.
And this goes beyond just, COVID period. Obviously, mental health is an issue not only during COVID period. Yes, it's highlighted now because, we are all stuck here. But, beyond COVID, mental health is still really, really important and something that we all need to work on on a long-term basis.
Yeah. So I guess what's on our minds would be like, should we be holding more activity-based sessions? Are there any specific talks that we should, dive deeper into? So right now, what we have on our next, our events calendar is we're going to have a talk on parenting. So actually neither of us are parents yet. And
none of us are.
No, not right now. But we're going to be doing a session on parenting, especially in the lockdown. We're also going to be doing another one on telehealth or teletherapy. Going for therapy via Zoom as opposed to in person. What else? We have more.
There's a few more. They're still cooking.
We're still cooking the rest. They're all still marinating. Somewhere. But does anyone have any questions? We're here, and it's been really nice getting all these.
Yeah, I just want to say a big thank you as well to everyone who's joined us and stayed around till the end. And if you haven't done so, please make sure you stand up. Stretch, take a glass of water, go to the bathroom. We are around on Facebook. You can look us up, Calm Collective Asia. We're on Instagram, also Calm Collective Asia, and our website is calmcollective.asia. It's pretty easy to find us.
Yeah.
And you can send us an email at hello@calmcollective.asia, or just message us on any of those platforms. We do read everything, and we'd be excited if any of you want to collaborate in the future, or cover any topics. We really do want to hear from you. So I think that's it, Sab.
I think
unless there's anything else you want to say.
Yeah.
Someone says yoga. It's great.
Okay. Yeah.
We can do that.
Oh wow.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
We're gonna wait for 10 seconds, and then if nothing comes in, we are done for the day.
Maybe they all left and took my advice.
Sound bath.
Sound bath.
Sound bath.
Oh.
Thank you. Someone says thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All
right.
How
so
to manage negative thoughts. We have some Q&A.
Oh, we have Q&A.
Yeah.
Oh.
How to manage negative thoughts.
Here we have Q&A.
We have Q&A.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I don't know. Those might actually be topics. Yeah.
Oh, maybe those are topics.
I guess.
Because none of us are licensed therapists, so I wouldn't be. I trust myself to give you guys any advice, but definitely.
Exactly.
we will be getting.
No, I mean I think journaling helps. Jamie did cover quite a bit on that. It's good to write down and identify the thoughts. You have to be aware of the thoughts before you manage it, I think.
Okay, managing career well-being is another really good one, especially now that people are facing job insecurity now. As our first panelist, Lu mentioned, though, there are resources like career mentorship that are available there right now.
Yeah.
So we'll share a roundup of all the resources that we talked about, and some, if you want to follow any of the speakers, we'll post their social media information and stuff,
websites,
so you can follow them.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right. I think we have come to the end of our virtual summit today. So thank you everybody for joining us, and watch out for an email again from Alyssa.
Thanks everyone.
On Monday, I think, and then we'll have more information on the resources as well as the upcoming events. Okay, thank you everyone. Goodbye. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.